Now we're switching to a woman who's talking about how bacteria and normal flora should not be equated with the word dirt, because we rely on it, and the microbial world is a very complex interactive system that supports all of our life and ourselves on planet Earth. Anna Dimitriou from England, she approaches her work in a very performative way. And her project called Norma Flora Project, she's gone around collecting on her cell phone, on her body, in her closet, collecting all these bacteria. And as you can see, we're asked how clean is our house, but the question should be how sublime is our ecosystem. So here is a performative aspect of her work, is that she's crocheting these designs of bacteria, and then this piece is in a gallery space, and often, as you can see here, the chair is empty when she's not there actually performing. I mean, it's a performative art installation when she's there. She's gone into hospitals, worked with students in the medical profession, all to kind of break down the stigma of the normal flora that we encounter. She has a project, I guess I don't have a link. It's called Communicating Bacteria. It's a new collaborative project she's doing with 2 other scientists. And she's very interested in the communication capabilities of bacteria via hormones. For example, quorum sensing means that these bacteria can actually vote on issues affecting the colony and signaling their presence to other bacteria, etc. This study may have future biomedical research implications, in that perhaps research in the future can actually send messages to bacteria and saying, oh, no, you're harmful. You go over here. Leave this person alone. Something like that. Anyway, she's devoting her life to bacteria now, and she's working on her PhD in art science. Let's see. Nope. Nope. This isn't where, oh, okay. Laura Splan. Her dad was in the drug industry, and he used to bring pills and drugs home all the time and talk about issues, biomedical issues. And she did this series of, these are embroidered doilies that she's taken, they're deadly viruses. She's very interested in how something that is deadly can also be profoundly beautiful at the same time. This virus is, let's see, this is SARS. This is HIV. This is herpes. This is influenza. And this is Hepadana. Am I saying that right? Yeah. There's another ASCI member who has made actually exquisite glass sculptures of these sorts of deadly viruses. One of her earlier pieces that I curated into a show are these thatched hooked rugs that are stuffed then. These are about 3 feet long and 2 feet and 12 inches in depth. And so she's literally created pillows that offer a bit more comfort than the psychotic and antidepressant drugs that they represent. Roger Ferragamo was trained as a painter, and that's not where I want to be. And his piece called Cosmic Tree of Life is 546 megapixels. He's collaborated with universities around the country And I want to show you just very quickly, just a little bit. He loves the photonics of the light coming behind the screen.
Cosmic Tree of Life derives from my interest in science and has driven me as an artist to view how profoundly connected we are to a vast, fine-tuned universe that has in the past 75 years brought about an extraordinary higher consciousness of our place in the universe. This emergent view now touches all of us to the extent we are the participatory guardians of precious planetary life, and this consciousness may well point us towards spreading life throughout the solar system and beyond. None of this will be possible without respect and reverence for Mother Earth, life, and science. I chose to symbolically configure mankind evolving with awe, science, and space from an initial cosmic birth with the possibility we were seeded by interstellar organic molecules, perhaps carried in the flight of a comet's tail or from the luminous dust of a supernova.
Roger had to wait for 6 years for technology to catch up with his ultimate vision, which was creating an interactive cosmic tree of life. What you just saw was on these huge hyper panels that are in supercomputing centers, and that's as large as he could go. But his ultimate vision was then realized when Google and let's see, who else? I don't have it down here, but I think so. It was Google and Carnegie Mellon and a couple of and National Geographic created what they call GigaPan. So now you can go to the internet and you can click on a portion. Let's see what's going to happen here, if it's going to work like it did before. There you go. And you can pan and go to the details of this painting. So that's a painter waiting for technology to catch up to his ultimate vision. And the last artist is Devora Sperber, and she had a very large traveling exhibition that started at the Brooklyn Museum of Art. There we go. And her piece called After the Last Supper in 2005. It's a life-size rendering of Leonardo's masterpiece. There are 20,736 spools of thread, aluminum ball chain, and hanging apparatus, and a clear acrylic viewing sphere on a metal stand. That's right here. And, well, so this all appears to be very abstract when you're very close to it. But then, and so you can really see sort of, like these are pixels in three-dimensional real-life materials. And then the acrylic viewing sphere reorientates the image, and so it goes back to its correct 180 degrees orientation, and it condenses the pixels. For her, she's also updated this, and she's made the spools, instead of 20,000, she's made the spools larger, and she's got Superman, and she did a television series, Star Trek. Art and science collaborations. As an artist, I started it because I saw that the public art program in New York City started in about 1985, and for the very first time, an artist that didn't have a huge name could make proposals through the public art program, collaborate with architects and engineers, and produce some really wonderful collaborative public art pieces that involved engineering and science. And that's how I first started ASCI in 1988. I'd like to say that it's just grown by leaps and bounds, but unfortunately, we're still a small organization, and anyone can join ASCI. They're mostly artist professors at universities, some scientists. We'd love to have more that are doing their own works. I mean, there are scientists that, well, a master's student did a very seminal experiment on particle physics when he was a graduate student, and then he went back to his first love once he moved from Austria to the United States, and he's making wonderful quantum man sculptures. I mean, there's all of this hybrid art science. I guess I would characterize ASCI very much as this kind of a hybrid form, which is not easy to categorize, but if you art and science on the internet, ASCI comes right up to the top.
Yeah,
Thank
fantastic.
you very
Thank
much.
you, Cynthia.
Thank you.